Am I the asshole for making my husband a vegan dinner even though he's completely against becoming one? I and my husband have been happily married for a little over a year now. We met through a mutual friend and he learned very quickly that I am a vegan. About a year after we met and got closer, we started dating. He had no issues with me being vegan, but made it very clear that I couldn't force him into being a vegan, which I respected. I haven't ever put him down for eating meat in front of me, as that is his choice. Each to their own. We even served both vegan and meat-inclusive food at our wedding to accommodate both of our families. Up till now, everything was great. However, recently I've been seeing a ton of vegan recipes on my Pinterest and decided I wanted to try making one for dinner. We don't usually end up getting to have fancy dinners at home as both of us work full-time. But I found some time today to cook something up. It was a recipe for pulled pork sandwiches. But the pork wasn't actually pork. Instead it was jackfruit. He seemed a little stressed about work, but I showed him the surprise dinner. And that seemed to help his mood out. He ate it happily, and even complimented my cooking. But when he asked what was in it and when I told him it was a pulled pork sandwich with jackfruit as a meat alternative, he lashed out. He shouted, telling me that he made it clear he was staying a meat eater. I tried explaining that I wasn't trying to turn him into a vegan, but he'd just walked away then. This happened a few hours back, and now he's refusing to talk to me. I feel like I might be the asshole for making him a vegan meal even though he'd made it extremely clear he wouldn't become one. Because even if it wasn't my intention to make him one, I still made a vegan dinner that passed off as one with meat in it. So Reddit, am I the asshole? Edit. This is a pretty commonly asked question, so I'll just clear it up here. I didn't say it was a pulled pork sandwich. All I had said was that I made some sandwiches for us. Nothing more and nothing less. Not the asshole. Eating a single vegan meal does not make you vegan. That's like saying that I'm a fitness enthusiast because I went to the gym once last year. Info. Does he never eat anything vegan? E.g. fries, an apple, pasta with tomato sauce. Not the asshole as a meat eater. I can never get my head around meat eaters who get mad about being fed something that doesn't have meat in it. Not the asshole. I'm really confused by his reaction. Would he have a similar meltdown about a kosher meal because he didn't want to keep kosher in the future? This is extremely childish on your husband's part. Not the asshole. You made a meal and you both ate the same thing and the same time and he didn't think it was vegan. His reaction seems overblown unless you were selling him on it as pulled pork and only later told him, but even then it's not like you are giving him something he is allergic to. Not the asshole. Having a vegan meal isn't a bad thing. If I was dating a vegan and they made me a meal, my default assumption would be that meal is vegan. Unless we had a separate conversation about it. This is a weird reaction from him. He sounds a little slow and embarrassed. If you, a vegan, made the dinner and ate it with him, he didn't connect the dots. I live a vegan. When she cooks, it's vegan. When I cook, I keep the meat separate so she can eat the majority of the meal as well. Kindness is free. Man shrugging, medium light skin tone. Wait. So your hubby thinks that eating one meal without meat means you are turning him into a vegan. Your hubby has issues that he needs to work on. That is childish on his part. Not the asshole. You didn't tell him it was vegan. True. Sounds like this was dinner that you both ate. So, He saw you eating it. If you, a vegan, are eating it, it must be vegan. Is he really pissed not because you gave him a vegan meal but because he thought he'd gotten you to leave veganism and eat meat randomly? Your husband is an idiot. Eating a vegan meal from time to time doesn't mean you're becoming a vegan. FFS. One doesn't have to consume meat constantly to remain an omnivore. You made a nice dinner that he enjoyed and then he acted like a dick instead of saying thank you. You are not the asshole. Eating a vegan meal doesn't make you a vegan. Does he think you can catch veganism like catching cooties? Not the asshole. Info: I just saw your edit. And I don't understand. If he wasn't told it was meat. And more importantly, you were eating the same sandwich as him. Why on earth would he think the sandwich was made with meat? Did he think you'd suddenly decided to not be vegan and eat a meat sandwich with him? You have to know that you are not the asshole. Your husband is a big ass baby. Would he do the same over a salad? Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Give him a stick of beef jerky as a pacifier and tell him he's in timeout until he calms down and apologizes. Not the asshole. You didn't make him a vegan. You made a vegan meal. I'm very much not vegan but still eat vegan meals sometimes. You didn't trick him. Nor did you make him eat SOWMTHING. He is morally opposed to eating. He is being a giant toddler. You made him eat a FRUIT. You monster JK, not the asshole. I'm sorry but I didn't know that you turn vegan from eating one single plant-based meal. As long as the meal didn't contain anything he is allergic to. You are a big shiny not the asshole but he is really a tar. Not the asshole. You made a meal and ate with him. If he couldn't deduce that the meal was meatless, then he's either not paying attention or not smart enough to extrapolate the answer from the known data. Honestly, his reaction is a massive red flag. Not every meal has to include meat and losing his mind over it makes me feel like he has other issues he's not addressing. Not the asshole. What a weird way to say thanks for making dinner. I cannot stand grown adults who get pressed over eating a damn vegetable rather than meat for a singular meal. I'm sorry. But wouldn't he assume you made a vegan meal? As you are vegan? That's where I'm confused. Does he expect you to make two different meals for him? Does he try to force his meat eating on you by making food only he can eat? Or does he make two options? IDKY he is mad. If you are eating it, obviously it is vegan. Meaning it does not have meat. Cold sweat smile. My husband is a carnivore but will gladly eat vegan food I make for myself. I am not vegan but I do enjoy some vegan foods. Not the asshole sounds like a married a baby. Info: had you two previously established a system about who cooks what kind of food? And for whom? Either way your husband is definitely in the wrong for his unhinged reaction. Not the asshole. When he eats mac and cheese. Or like a mushroom pizza. Does he lash out at whomever for making him a vegetarian? Eggs and toast? Honestly he has rage issues or something. Or hopefully he was crazy stressed and will come to his senses and grovel for forgiveness. Not the asshole. He can make his own dinner. Not the asshole. Because normal omnivores eat spaghetti with pasta sauce, peanut butter and jelly, etc. And they don't have freakouts. If he ate 1 or 2 vegan meals a week, that's still not converting to veganism. That would be saying you forbid meat and dairy in the house.